threaten the wrist, threaten the arm, threaten the wrist, threaten the arm. And he said he heard it, and he kind of like reached back, and the guy had to react.
Of course.
So I always say, I'm like, dude, I don't understand why people don't threaten wrist locks. Even if you're not going to get it, just starting this makes them bring their arm to this, and it opens it up. I'm like, threaten the wrist, threaten the arm.
So that's all I've been doing when we roll. I don't care if it doesn't work. I'm just threatening.
That's it. Make him move. Make him react to it.
That's the biggest difference when we roll now. I'm just throwing shit out there.
Yeah, you're doing jujitsu.
Throwing shit out there.
Like, you're doing jujitsu.
I'm just laying there just trying to sweep you and then lay on you.
That's all you would do before.
Right?
But what were you yelling to him, though, Rob?
I can't say, man, because he might compete again. It was in Moldovan.
God.
Dude, they hear
He's
you.
hitting him with the
It was in Romanian.
Okay.
It was in Romanian.
Oh, God.
Well,
Hey, man, those guys are speaking Brazilian.
That didn't help because he's freaking Moldovan.
Ew, boom.
Well, he speaks Romanian.
Oh, damn, he speaks everything.
He speaks,
Okay,
Russian.
He also speaks English, so what did you
Russian. I can't tell you, man. It's a little code thing.
It's a secret. Never teach the Wu-Tang.
But I'll tell
Only
you,
coach
he
you
told me
Rob.
a couple words to say. He had a couple little prompts that he wanted. I do not speak Moldovan. He had a couple little prompts he wanted me to tell him. And you know how they always speak in Portuguese? Well, I spoke to him in freaking Moldovan, so they wouldn't know what it was, and it was just it worked.
This guy.
But anyway,
say the word then.
No, I'm not gonna say the word. I might have to use it again.
That is legit.
Yeah.
See, so now here's the thing, right?
So
now you're getting a coach's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You asked me.
Who's in the match, though?
Now, here's another thing I did, too, though, was I had him roll with other guys. Like, that's why I had you come down.
Yeah, dude.
I had him roll with some tough guys.
What I saw that you guys did is exactly what Chad does when Liz is preparing for whatever amazing competition that she's going to win. Is you're like, all right, you go. All right, you got Oleg now. Go. Like,
Never let him
I think you
breathe.
set that up, didn't you?
That was me.
Yeah,
I was shooting people, and right.
That
was
there,
good.
amazing training.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be.
I needed it because I put Squirrely Mike in when it came
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Like I actually waited until Oleg got tired before I threw Squirrely.
Well, see, we
Mike in.
thought the guy was a wrestler, so we brought in Squirrely Mike.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
You're the hardest roll. That's why I always wait for you for the end.
And then I guess I have to apologize to a couple of the guys out there because as the matches for Oleg were coming to an end, I started feeding him white belts. Because I was like, here's the thing.
That's good.
I was like, I need you just to eat now.
Yeah.
You're super tired. I still expect you to finish this guy. He's going to be tough enough because he's a tough white belt, but I expect you to finish him, right? Yes. And dude, the very last match, he helicopter arm bars the guy, and he hit the ground so hard. I talked to him after. I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, but you put in a damn good effort. I was like, he was.
But you know what Oleg said to you? He goes, I could have gone 5 more minutes. He goes, it was nothing.
See, that's awesome.
Like he wasn't even tired.
White belts help you with your submissions. It's just
they
a
do,
thing.
man.
It's
That's
like,
what they're there for.
You know what David told me a long time ago when I was a blue belt getting ready to compete? He's like, you need to find a white belt, make him your bitch.
Oh my God.
He was teaching you prison
rules.
style.
We did an episode on that.
Shout out, Henson.
What the fuck?
But he was right because he's like, dude,
Yeah,
I remember I was trying to like just compete with all the brown and black belts, purple belts, and I was like, and he was like, dude, you're just getting your ass whipped. He's like, you just need to find somebody to work your moves on.
Oh,
yes.
And just build some confidence, and then once that confidence builds, then do it on blue belt.
You have to have some.
Yeah, I got to say one thing though. Okay, so this is the only thing about the format that could be a little bit better was that when I went back there to warm up with Oleg, because he was cold, right? So I had to warm up. Okay, so we go back there and we see his competitor right next to us. So we were probably like 40 minutes early.
no wall this time.
We're like 40 minutes early. So I'm like, man, let's be respectful. Let's just leave. Let this guy warm up. I don't want him thinking we're watching him. So we just bounced.
I don't know.
I
didn't
came
see
back,
him set
dude.
that up.
I came back like maybe 20 minutes. I'm like, yo, we got to warm up, dude. You know,
you need
gotta
to.
do what we got to do. So the guy was still sitting there over there just looking at us. I'm like, man, I didn't really know what to do. Let's do armbar,
Let him
Kimura
watch.
triangle, 20 each side.
Just get him warm.
20 each
watch.
side. Then,
Yeah, but I feel you.
But
I mean,
then the dude left
That
for a
was-
second. Boom, I jumped on him.
working. Yeah,
started
good.
bringing stuff.
No, that was
He's like,
the only time
it's
I've ever
good.
seen that because usually
Always
there is a
working.
barrier.
okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
So that was actually
a
was
one-off.
a
No,
freak
smart.
incident.
Because
Oh,
there's
was?
always
Normally-
a barrier.
normally there's a barrier.
There was like a little
always a
half a
barrier.
bear, but it was like
It might have.
It was
yeah.
like
Somebody
ice
might have
wide.
moved it.
Was it brown or gray?
It was brown.
Oh, okay. They didn't have the gray ones.
Yeah,
out.
it's not the gray. That's
So
not the
somebody.
right
So
one.
usually it's going to be a barrier. They would
Usually
have.
you
the
can't
line.
see anybody.
Like almost.
Okay.
It's like
That's important, man. Make some.
just
That's the only
it
crazy
It was
thing.
a
I got.
one-time thing. It was
Okay.
probably something,
it's
but
literally
happens.
like it's like 1.5 of these tables. That's a barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, then
That's
you're-
good enough. That's good enough.
That was a freak thing. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
I was
good.
like,
Okay, but no, it's good you noticed it, but it's also good that it's normally addressed.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
there you go. It's a one-off.
It's me and Randy
Why not?
weren't there, so that's for setup. So
Gotcha.
that's
Got
probably
it. Got it.
what
Got it.
yes,
No, there you go.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we adapted.
Oh,
man. It
we
was all
we
good.
made
Fat
a
Jaden.
little.
Fat Jaden.
We Jaden
Fat
too, but we
Jaden.
made what is it? What is it when it's each letter means something like anagram?
Anagram?
Anagram. ABF.
ABF.
Always
ABF.
blame Fredo.
Oh, always blame Fredo. I like it.
yes, I love
Anytime
that.
anything's wrong,
Always
hey
blame
Fredo.
Fredo.
you
It
did
is Fredo's fault.
There it is.
It is great. Yeah.
Well,
Going forward, Fredo.
Shit, what was I?
I mean, I don't even know who Fredo is. Do I know Fredo?
He's the
The
runner
owner
of
of
the show.
Suave.
The owner of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. We can
Well, he
him on
needs to
here
get his shit
sometime.
together
I got a question for coaches too. Just you said it is when you were preparing for blue belt, you went up against all the browns and blacks, and and it's like no, you need to go against lower belts. Now, what about a brown belt? Should he be only training with the blacks and brown belts because that's who he's going against?
I would say no.
No,
And in
purple's
fact,
still
I would
good.
actually throw a bunch of blue belts against him because, again, especially towards the end, you still just want him to finish.
Get those
you want to
subs.
see,
Yeah.
you want him to actually get his submissions
Yeah.
in, right? Brown belt could play it tight, fuck his whole game up, but you still want to, be able to finish a guy.
The
every
only
now
thing
and again.
about that I see
And
the
I'm not
issue
saying a lot,
with
sorry.
is when it comes to escaping mechanics. Brown belt's going to be far superior.
Yes.
to
Oh, yeah.
follow-up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
counters.
yeah.
I'm
That's the
saying
only thing
most of
that
your
works.
time should be brown and black, but I'm saying you should, like icing on the cake, beat up a bunch of freaking
Like
lower
competitor
belts.
blue belts or like just
Sure.
like
Anybody if you're a competitor brown belt,
Yeah.
then
Somebody
yes,
you can sub
competitor
easily.
blue
I
belt.
need more purple than blue. Because I
Or
want
purple.
yeah,
I'm just saying
I do
somebody
need
who
more
they're giving you because purple belts are dangerous. We already
Yeah.
fucking know that,
Yeah,
right?
last podcast,
So,
yeah.
but,
I want to die. I want to die when I'm training.
see, but I guess I'm just saying like towards the end, right? Towards the end, somebody you want to see your submissions.
You're
work.
gassed
You
out.
don't want when you're fucking dead tired. You still want to pull the submission off, just
that-
so you can go.
The
Fuck
last
yeah,
round,
I
right,
still know
that's-
how to do this.
That's what you guys say, and Chad says is like, all right, you're tired. This is where you go. Like, get your last round in. Like, that's where
Right.
you learn. It's like when
Like
you're
I'm not gonna
tired.
throw in a fucking black belt competitor when you're
Yeah.
fucking dead tired, and then you're like, so really I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah.
like
You
I'm just
don't-
getting beat up. I wanna send you out on a high note.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know that's me. And again,
But that's good.
that's just me. Somebody else might be like, no, fuck that.
See,
Watch
the way
him
I like doing
bleed.
it, I like starting off with like a lot of brown and black belts, and then towards the end, I like ping ponging between like purple and
Purples and brown.
and
Okay.
going back and forth at that point, because I'm able to kind of work the
For sure.
position and the tech and like the submissions and the finishes,
And they can still
then
threaten
go
you.
back to like a technical round, and then go back to finishing, and then go back to technical. So it's almost like a ping pong effect where I'm able to kind of like do both.
Okay, I can totally feel that.
It sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it does
fun,
suck, but I understand. I understand, and it'll work.
We're gonna think anybody else is gonna come compete from.
Yes,
school?
I've been in a bunch of people's ear about freaking
I
getting
think
them
that
in there.
definitely is going to make.
I was
a
gonna
difference.
say then. So obviously we know how Oleg is already. If these other people compete, and if they're a really good white belt, you can ask to do an Ogi match. You can throw it out there, but like you have to be confident that he's gonna be because he'll probably go against a blue belt. So if you're
Yeah.
confident that they're in really good against Inogi, send them out there.
We got a
Um,
couple. We got a couple who are decent enough, but
Wait, what do you mean?
Obviously
So
going
do
to-
they have white belt only or no?
No, there is
so
no white
like,
belt division.
We've
Oh.
had Austin's brother, Mason. He's been a white belt for like, now 14, 16 months, whatever. Maybe he
Oh, I see.
competed
Okay.
at like a year or some
Got it,
change.
got it.
So it's just like, again, just believe in
Yeah,
your people.
you're
but-
basically blue belt. I understand.
Right.
Yeah,
Got it.
exactly. But are you guys going to tailor your training to them? Like, say you have 2 or 3 people that aren't Oleg that are all different styles. How are you guys going to work on that?
Man,
go
we haven't
first.
we haven't really
And
hit
I'll-
that. I don't think we've approached that yet.
So I can tell you the way I would look at it,
Yeah.
right? So I actually said this, and I think I hurt a couple of fucking feelings when I said it.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
That was mean,
I'm
dude.
excited. Let's
It,
hear
it was mean, but I
It was
mean,
mean.
okay, well
Good.
here's what it
Like,
was.
if hurt, your feelings hurt.
So he was getting prepped. This is for Oleg, and I mean, like I said, I mean he's my boy. He gets it. He doesn't take shit personally. The suggestion was made, hey, he's doing a gi competition. Maybe we should do the next week or so in gi, right? Because we alternate, right? We
Yeah.
alternate 1 week on, 1 week off. And I was like, no. I said, we should not all cater
like-
to this one person. I was like, no. He's competing. Everybody else is not fucking competing. We go 1 week on, like I'm not the type to say everybody now must change
Yeah,
for this
that's
one
fair.
motherfucker. I don't believe in it.
That's fair.
Didn't you
I don't
guys
think one
compromise?
person.
Well, I just said
Yes.
bring
So
your
what I
gi
said was
for Oleg.
bring your gi
Yeah,
with you.
see, there we go.
Right. Bring your gi with you, and then if you want to throw your gi on and help them, cool. And that's fine, right? But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I'm not going to change the structure of a school for a couple of guys who are going to compete.
Yeah.
That's just me.
No.
Because I don't think any one person is more important than everybody else.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if multiple people are competing, they're all going to want to bring
Then
their
they're all
gis.
going to bring their
Yeah.
gi
And
in
then
and
they're all
work.
gonna have-
And I'm not going to say, what the fuck? You take your
Yeah.
gi off. It's no gi today.
That's
No.
stupid. You're competing.
Go
what
do
you
your
need to
thing.
Get
If
ready.
you're smart, you bring
Right.
both every day.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
yeah.
it's just fine. Wait. You saying I'm not smart, motherfucker? I don't bring
Yeah.
mine.
You could take your gi top
What
off.
you trying to say?
You take that how you want.
You guys haven't rolled in a long time, have you?
When's your next competition?
It's been a while.
I know. Actually, you know what's so fucked up? I'm over here talking shit. I'd fucking get murdered right now. Dude, I blew my fucking hamstring out on fucking Wednesday morning.
How?
So I show up, and I'm like, man, I'm chilling. I'm about to go get my roll on. I'm gonna do a morning class. Then I'm going to go teach the evening class. Shit's going to be sweet. I'm going, fighting, boom, 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 boom. I do one of my cool moves I've been doing for 18 years.
It's a weird thing. I don't know why
Right,
you do it.
18 years I do this little sit out. I'm chilling. It has me stretched in a weird position. It baits people to go for a foot lock. Then I can usually switch in and take them. But whatever.
You do? Are you on your knees though, right? Like
I'm sitting back on my
Like he's
right
in
ass
closed guard.
cheek.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in their closed guard. I
And
sit
one
back
foot
on
is
my
out.
ass
Yeah,
cheek.
all the time.
I stick the other foot forward.
Yeah.
And usually they'll start going for the foot, and then I'll just fucking counter with it. Well, fighting a big, tall dude, right? And he puts his foot on, he releases the guard, puts his foot on the inside of my leg, pushes me out.
Oh.
Well, when I pushed out, I completely dropped to the floor, leg out, other ass cheek now hits the floor, and all I heard was pop. Oh. And then I said, oh shit. And I rolled over, and I was like, we're done. I was like, that's it, tap, tap, tap. And he's like, oh shit, are you okay? I was like, no. I was like, I'm fucked up.
No.
I was like, no, I'm not okay.
Did you stretch beforehand? Did you get worried?
No, he
Does the
didn't.
jaguar wait? Does a jaguar stretch before it hunts its prey?
Yes.
Fucking doesn't. It just chill. No, no. That might be earlier in the day. Look, I'm saying that he sits up in that tree and he looks, and motherfucker go down and he jump on his ass.
Then he rips his hamstring.
Yeah, when it's
Then he
like a
fucking-
20-year-old jaguar.
yeah. The Jaguar's in
You
its
ain't a
prime,
20-year-old
bro.
jaguar.
Fair
he's trying to
enough.
compare
Fair
him to
enough.
Mufasa.
Fair enough.
That's a good
Relax.
catch.
All
That's a
right.
good
Uncle
catch.
Scar,
Yeah.
chill.
I'm probably more like fucking Scar.
About the hyenas now, man. Fuck.
Long live the king, motherfucker. Okay, fair enough.
Compare yourself to Cheetah now that you said that. I can't believe you just said that.
I thought I was Simba, but I'm fucking Scar up in this bitch.
You're watching them shit chasing him. Like, yeah, get him. You got him. Good job, man. Bring him over here. Yeah. You tell them to bring him over.
Okay. He was old. He's fucked up. Okay. Well, anyway, all I heard was pop, snap, crackle, pop. My shit blew out. I rolled off to the side. I reached back. I was scared to even touch my leg for a while. I was like rolling around like a newborn baby, right? And I was like, nobody talk to me, don't touch me, don't fucking touch me. So for like 5 fucking minutes, I didn't want to even reach back. I reached back, I was like, I hope my shit did not roll up like a fucking window shade. So I reached back and I'm like, if it feels like I got 3 ass cheeks, it's all bad, right? So it was not.
2 ass cheeks.
Just 2 ass cheeks. They're just two beautiful, firm ass cheeks. And I was like, cool. So I hobbled my fucking broken ass off the fucking mat. I was like, fuck all y'all. And then I got in my car and I went home. And then I called Rod. I'm like, hey, man, I'm crippled. I was like, I'm still going to come to class, but I can't teach it. And then, was it Ricky, right?
Yeah, Ricky did.
He stepped up. I was like, yo, thank you. He taught the class.
alright. Yeah, he did a good job, man.
Because I was there. I was like, listen, everybody, I had my gi on and shit, and I could barely move. I was like, I can't even get on the mat. I was like, if I sit down, I won't be able to get up. I can't do shit. So it's still fucked up, and I'm ice and heat and all that good shit. But dude, I think I might have some of that Wolverine blood too, because it feels like it's
pretty
getting
good?
better fast. I bought a heating pad. I was just like, between ibuprofen, Jack Daniels, and the heating pad,
I don't feel anything.
can't feel shit.
All these Norcos, I feel nothing. It's great.
No, I don't fuck with any of that.
Morphine. That's
Morphine,
what?
Oh yeah, nah, but
In the world stash, dog.
yeah, I know, right?
It's later.
But anyway, all that was to say, I guess you can talk shit right now because I can't really, I can't really do shit to back it up. I can't back it up.
When you're better. When you're better.
There we go.
When you're better.
I would love to see.
You're on my
you guys.
list.
It's been a while. We
It's
haven't
been a
rolled
long
years.
fucking time,
Same with
dude.
you and Rob.
Yeah.
See you guys.
I haven't rolled with Randy in at least 3 years.
Easily, dude.
What? Wait.
Easily.
Bro, the last time I rolled with Randy, it wasn't even a roll. It was a freaking Shark
It was
Tank.
a situational.
It was
yeah.
Shark Tank.
There,
Yeah.
was he still training there? Because there's no way.
No, he was
No,
in the same position.
no, he came by.
Came out Henson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Came by and rolled a Henson.
When the?
Dude, it was years and years
I don't
and
think
years
you were
ago.
there.
Well, I've been training for 5 years now, so I had
You
to
might
be
just
there.
weren't there that
but
day.
I wasn't.
I don't
yeah.
think you were there that day. That's just a
I saw him in a picture at a
That's a long
seminar
time ago.
randomly, and I was like right next to him. I was like, "Holy shit, that's Randy!"
Yeah, you had blonde hair.
Yeah, he had blonde hair. He had long hair. It was
I
weird.
thought it was Goku.
I am Goku.
Hell yeah, power up.
Super
Ah!
Saiyan.
Hell damn yeah.
telling.
Well, you gotta get the blue hair, and that's fucking Super
Yeah,
Saiyan God,
Super
When
right?
are you
I
gonna
know.
compete
Yeah,
next,
yeah.
motherfucker?
Why you gotta bring that up? I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
now,
next
now
year.
there you go. Put the heel in there.
Yeah, let's get on record.
We're
What are
going
you
to
competing
Vegas.
next?
We're going to Vegas next year for Arte Suave. That would be fun.
Vegas,
You want to do
Yeah,
a
we're
Vegas
doing it.
card?
Maybe we all do Vegas. Like all of us together, the Whiskey Club Vegas. Yeah. It'd be hard because we want to party, but like, it'd be fun.
That
Where
would
did you
be
do the
fun.
first
There's
one?
a lot of benefits to going to Vegas.
We did Walnut Creek. That was my first one. Was Walnut
okay.
Creek, and then I did the next month, following month, and that was in Sac. That was in Sac. Yeah, that second one sucked, man. I was so upset with myself. And people yelling shit on the sideline, and it wasn't the coach. Like, oh my blood, and I was like, I don't do those, so no, you know. I was like, plus he's a brick house. I can't move him. Yeah, the guy, man, cool guy, Isaac. He's just a brick house. Like I tried to pull guard and tried to pull him in, and he went, and just
Oh, yeah.
hunkered. And
Like
I
a
was
Shut
shocked.
that shit down.
Like
yeah.
Giuseppe.
Ooh.
Oh, I tried to like
Nothing you
grab
can do.
his,
Like a tree.
yeah, he was a tree. He rooted himself. I was like, "Ah, this
You
sucks."
needed to do
Hey,
the Logan scissor sweep.
I have feet though.
Dude, what about the film? Did they give? Is there a way to get footage of all that?
So Arte
How's that
Suave
work?
is
They
gonna put
definitely
up,
have,
Because
yeah.
they had like 3 guys filming in there. Look like
yeah,
professional
so it's gonna
cameras.
Take probably maybe up
That's
to
a
a
week.
week,
Not a
maybe.
week.
Yeah, and they'll put the entire thing up where you can just scrub through it.
Nice.
And then hear our commentary on it and everything.
Oh,
and
nice,
Like,
okay.
you'll get all that stuff. So
Okay.
I'll send the link over.
You gotta let me
Alright.
know if they allow clipping, because if they do, then I'll definitely.
Yeah,
put some
you guys
clips
can
and
do
shit.
whatever you want.
Oh, that's what's
yeah,
up.
nice.
Just
That's what's
tag
up.
them and they'll repost it.
Sweet.
Like the more exposure, the
Absolutely.
better for both of you guys. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they'll repost it and you'll get the exposure.
It's a beautiful
so
thing. It's a beautiful
Probably
thing.
message Jason to get the footage.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I wouldn't doubt Jason would probably send you the
There you
footage.
go. Look, that's
I'm looking
again.
wait.
That's a conversation after the
And
after the
yeah.
thing.
yeah,
That's
if you
what's
guys
up.
ever want Jason, who does them, if you, I mean, you know, when they get better, you can always, they can always buy a highlight reel. Like tell him beforehand,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
hey,
nice.
I want
Yeah.
a highlight reel of my match.
There you
and
go.
then he'll make it hella cool and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
True Legacy videos.
True Legacy
True
videos.
Legacy
gotta
videos
ask.
on YouTube.
Okay.
He's very good.
Oh,
Very good at what he
God.
does.
Good
Shout
shit.
He's the
out
one
Jason.
that.
Shout
oh,
out
wait, no,
Jason.
You guys weren't there, but you might have been. But he called out our commentator, our co-commentator. So it was like a fun little thing. Like he basically grabbed the mic from announcer. He's like, "Hey, I heard our commentator's been talking shit on social media." And then my boy Johnny had like an American suit on and went out and everything. And he's like, "What, cameraman? You want to do this right now? Let's go then. Fine, you know." And he took his thing off and like had a rash guard on.
hell
And then
yeah.
they just went went at it right there.
That's cool.
He tried to dap him up like
Right.
yeah,
He's
and
like, hell
as he
nah.
went to slap bump,
Hit the
my
double
boy
leg.
Johnny went.
Ah!
Flipping off. He's like, I got him. And it was great, dude.
That's
it was
fun.
A fun. Yeah,
See, that's
it's
the
fun.
thing, right? All this shit should be fun, man.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
moment it's not fun anymore,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Well, not only
I'm not
that,
gonna
it's like, it's-
stress over shit.
It's not gonna pay your rent. It's
Facts.
not gonna pay your mortgage. It's
At
not gonna,
all.
You know, it's not gonna put
Might hurt
food on
you.
the table. Like if you make that decision, then power to you that you're like a professional.
Exactly.
But if you're just signing up for a local competition,
Right,
to
you're
get
not
some
getting
experience,
compensated, and all your friends are paying to get in. You're not.
If you get
you're
paid,
not getting rich
if
off
you get
this.
paid for some dude,
That's different.
That's a perk.
That's a fucking beautiful thing.
Awesome.
Right.
But by no means are you like, yeah, that's a professional standard by definition because you're getting paid to do something.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's
But-
got to be somebody's paying for me to go train. Somebody's paying for my fucking house.
That's
somebody's paying for my food and my doctor and all this shit. Yes.
All that shit, yeah.
If you ain't getting that, like, look, my boy Joe Selecki, he's been in the UFC now for years, and I think they just re hit him up with a new contract and shit.
Hell
So
yeah.
cool. That's his fucking job.
How long has he been
Yeah.
in the UFC now?
He's been
I
in
watched
at
him
least
for-
4 or 5 years
I watched
now.
him for a while. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, and I remember when he was a little bitty baby Joe.
That's wild.
No. He's one of the boys out of Hassett.
Oh, out of Hassett.
Yeah.
Watch MMA so much.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's right.
I
I was like,
watched
I
him
don't
fight.
know.
I remember that kid. He's like a black belt killer. It was way before, but now he's a black belt.
One of
He's
those
like,
you see,
yeah.
you're like, oh.
Yeah.
girl coming up, you're like, oh,
Like, but
shit.
that's why like him and my boy John Battle's another one. Even John's brother Jimmy, he just opened up a school. He just opened up a third Hassett location. Is Jimmy Hassett? You gotta beat them up when they're little kids.
Yeah.
That's the key. So I don't
Instill
know.
fear.
Right. I don't know if you guys got like at Precision and shit. You got a bunch of little kids there.
My nephew right now is doing jiu-jitsu. He started at 4.
All right. You know, I say that's gonna be a rough one. But like, if they're like 14,
Oh, yeah, beat the shit out of
15,
them.
and they're
Oh,
like
man,
coming to the adult class,
wreck their shit.
beat those kids'
Their
ass.
attitude toward us sometimes. There's this one kid.
Yeah.
Man,
purple belt.
no. He's whatever kid belt.
No, if he's under 16,
Yeah,
he's a
he-
white belt,
I don't know
a
what
gray
he
belt
is.
or
He
some
might be
shit.
a white belt 16
Yeah.
or 15.
Well, then
I
he'd
don't
be
know
a
what
blue
he
belt
is,
if he's
but
16.
he talks so much shit. And
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
Like to the point where some of the other people get actually frustrated with him.
Really?
And
Is he good?
Wait, who's that?
No.
He said no.
yeah,
Wait, no,
Party
is he- is he-
that talks a lot of shit, and next time he's there, I'll point. He usually mostly goes to Nogi.
Really,
But
though?
even Kels was like, I have a
Is he learning fast though? Like, is he going to be dangerous quickly?
no.
Wait,
No?
is that
It's not. He's
All right,
no,
well,
he's not.
shit.
That's the problem.
So he's just
Yeah.
a shit talker.
He trains. Oh, sorry. He does train in precision, but he's a little kid. They have the video.
Well, look,
I have the video smothering the.
yeah, absolutely.
I got down. I put my hand over his face. I made it
Nice.
living hell for
Nice.
him because he's like, we should fight. We should take it outside. I was like, no, dude, you're a kid. I was like, I can't beat you up. I was like,
Right? You
so,
gonna send me to jail?
I don't.
No,
know his
no,
name,
we're not calling
man.
out little kids.
I
over
wish-
here. Get out
I don't
of
know
here.
his name. And he's just a kid. I'll show you
I
if
don't
I
know
see
who
him.
he's talking
That's
Yeah.
all right. Well, I don't want his name
I'll show
blasted
the
out
video.
over the
I don't know
Wemo
his
disc.
name.
Tell me after.
Yeah, I got you. He's just a little
Sidebar
shit.
this.
That's all it is. He's a little shit. And so, like, when
Talk
they're
about a kid.
yeah, I know. Well, when they're like that, then they get humbled.
Oh, facts. Listen,
Hey, but hold on. Then you become that feather they want in their cap when they're older.
they're gonna be hunting
Good
for
luck.
you. They're gonna be
luck.
hunting for
Ooh,
you.
bitch, you're gonna get old.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. They'll bide their
They'll wait.
time. They're like,
Hey, Alex Shima.
ooh.
Alex Shima did that to me. Woo!
He'll
I
come
used
up-
beat
he'll
his
come up
ass.
to you
I took a
more.
break
Yeah.
doing drugs. I came back and beat my ass, man.
They're like, the future is now, old man.
I remember
I'm
he
like, oh,
beat
shit.
my ass one round. I was like, I shook his hand like, hey, dog, that was a good roll. You beat the shit out of me.
Damn.
I remember Alex.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
bro, respect. I had
Yeah.
to respect him at
Give
that point. I
respect
was like,
when
you're not
it's
that little kid no
Well,
more.
so again,
you beat the shit out of
John
me.
Battle, fucking Jimmy Hassett, freaking Joe Selecki, they were all like 12, 13, 14, 15, even up to 16. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you motherfuckers up. And then by the time they hit like 17, I was like, oh shit.
Their gas tank is
I was like,
long.
oh, I was like, get off of me, get off of me. I got a picture of me slapping a triangle on John Battle. I got that shit framed, boy. I was like, yeah. Now they're like all instructors and
That was before
shit.
EBI.
They're in, dude. That was because John Battle was an EBI.
Yep.
He fucking fought an EBI, and I was like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, man, trigger Tai Chi, trigger Tai Chi. Yeah, see, for anybody who doesn't know what that is, look it up. All right, I'm sorry. Once again, I knew we were going to go off fucking tangents. So it is the whole point, man. Like, we were having a good convo about getting people trained up for this shit. Yeah. So I think we actually covered a lot of it. You are going to compete when?
November 2nd.
November 2nd. What about you? Good answer, good answer.
That's my answer. No.
Come on, dog.
Once I feel good.
There you go.
I feel good, but
Fine. You're good.
Every jiu-jitsu
I've
person
been-
can relate to this right
Yeah,
now.
I know. Once I feel better, I've
on,
been a
man,
purple
do
belt
it.
for a year and a half, and that's it.
You should do it already.
See?
You're
Purple
good.
belt.
And all the new white belts like, man, I don't
Yeah,
know about
man.
this.
Haley, you've been
Purple belt.
training consistently, I want to say over 6 months, like 5 to 6 days a week, dog. That's more than a lot of people.
Dude, you should
That's
compete.
train a
of
lot.
hours.
Wait, now I sound like Randy. You should compete. Because
Right.
realistically, you're already training as if you're getting prepared
Exactly,
to compete.
like it's easy.
So you rolling, whether you win or whether you lose, it's just like it's just a fucking another match.
You're training at the rate you're supposed to, so now it's just like with those training sets, it's just a shift in focus, and you're fine.
A little bit extra cardio, a little bit of weights.
Cardio.
Not even
That's
that.
honestly what I need, though, because I'm not doing that.
Call your girlfriend. She knows a lot. Like,
Just run behind the car.
Yeah, you know what's good is my brother's doing jiu-jitsu, and he said we went to the gym because I'm finally trying to get back to the gym. He said,
Okay.
you know what's weird? Because he's 20. He's like, I could lift more than you. I'm stronger. But as soon as we get on that mat, I'm
don't
weak
mean
as shit.
shit.
I know, it's crazy.
No,
It's a
he
different
said,
kind of
I-
strength.
He said, I feel
Yep.
weak. You feel so much stronger. And I was like, it just is. It is what like I feel like the muscles we build doing jujitsu is different than working
They're
out.
built
like,
for jujitsu.
Yeah, exactly. And then like the way people push, but I don't feel ready yet. Give me 6 months.
Nah, that's legit. You know what? Because
6
here's the
months.
other thing. The flip
I'll
side
compete with
to
you.
all of
Yeah.
this is it's about you more than it's about anybody else's fucking
Yeah.
opinion of you, which is where we brought it from the very beginning, right? You're not letting anybody down.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
shit about
I
you
go on a
regardless.
mushroom trip to find that shit out.
You know what's gonna happen for Oleg?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oleg and anybody else competing like that are gonna, like you said, take it too seriously. After that first class, after winning, and everybody gives you that round of applause,
Right.
It's over with.
That's it.
I want everybody forgets
Yeah,
about your
no,
competition.
yeah,
It's
it's
done.
okay.
It's done.
And
You
even
can-
if you lose,
oh, you
it's
want
a
to
good
compete,
effort.
or oh, you lost.
So-
Oh, that's cool.
That's true.
Here we go.
Whatever.
I told this to him, right? Just also for my last minute, just to break the ice.
Oh, that was
before
good.
shit was
I know
done,
what you're
right?
talking
I was like, listen, man. I said, because we were at a brewery, right? The place is at a brewery. It's awesome. So I said, Oleg,
Oh, yeah.
I said, if you win, I'm going to buy you a beer. It's like, if you lose, I'll buy you 2. Right?
Perfect. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
that.
I was like,
that.
look, dude.
Good. I laugh.
Because either way, you're going to get a little fucking buzz on.
Yeah.
Either you'll fucking drink in celebration or you'll drown your fucking sorrows. Either way, I was
Yeah.
like, don't stress out, man.
Yeah.
You're going to get a beer regardless.
Yeah.
And he did fine. He
got
did
one
fine.
beer.
One beer. That's all you need. So I also admitted I kind of stole that from the Gracies, right? They used to tell their kids, they were like, hey, if you win, cool. You know, it'll be awesome. If you lose, I'll buy you some ice cream. And then they're like, all right, so if I lose, I'm going to actually get a treat. But if I win, I get the satisfaction of winning. And they kind of just push that idea. So that's why, but I at least do the beer in, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't just going to say, here's a fucking handshake.
Yeah,
Here's a
It
beer.
is. Wasn't there that one guy that didn't get his black belt until he lost?
That's Kyle Terra.
Kyle Terry, yeah.
And actually, because I was
Yeah.
going to mention that too.
He wasn't
because we were
belting,
talking
huh?
about like, because you were saying, well, you know, you said to him, you said to Randy, you're like, oh, now he's going to do something to not get his belt, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But Kyle Terra had that similar situation where he's like, he's a brown belt. He was cleaning up the fucking division left and right. He lost. And that's when his coach promoted him. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's like, you promoted me the only time I lost. That was, and he was just like, "Hey, man, you know, fuck a
He's
little
like,
bit, a little bit of humility."
I
Yeah.
think, I don't remember the quote. I remember that I read an article on it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if you see it. But if I'm not mistaken, his coach promoted him because he was like, that was like one of the final lessons he needed to learn.
Right. Yep.
Humility.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Like it was like you've won, you've done all these great things, you've done all that, but you haven't felt this.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to promote it until it was like he actually felt like
The pain of fucking loss, basically.
thrill and agony. Man.
Yeah.
Fucking-
There's a really good video with Kyle Terra's explaining that whole thing. Just YouTube it. Kyle Terra getting fucking promoted, but. Man, like that shit actually hit. Like he was damn near in tears just telling that
I
fucking
remember that
story
interview, yeah.
because he was just like, "Yo," he's like, "I win all the time and I didn't get the promotion." He's like, but
you could
it was a
see
good
the
lesson.
frustration
Yo,
in it.
it was-
And I feel it. I was like, oh, it's,
I felt that shit
it
too,
still
dude.
bugs him.
Yeah. And but that's now part of his journey, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking part of his jujitsu life.
It's just
like
as important as winning.
facts. You have to experience it all. You got to see it all because how can you speak intelligently on it if you at least don't have some association with it, right?
I don't hear shit from nobody until they've been scored on 43 to fucking 3.
Oof. Damn.
Yeah. Thanks, IBJJ.
Hey, speaking of IBJJF, I got a question for you. I got a question for you
That shit
guys.
was horrible. But I've also seen that happen to black belts. I remember one time I saw Cyborg grappling against. I'm not gonna say who. My
Right.
bad. I'm not gonna say who, but you know who you are. If you're watching, this, you know who you are. You're at Cow Palace. Black belt was an asshole to me. I don't forget shit.
He's an elephant,
But he lost like 42, 43 to 0.
Damn.
He got schooled on by Cyborg, and Cyborg like smiled at me during this match. He didn't even know.
Shit
me.
happens.
And he was schooling on this dude, and Cyborg was like,
Yeah.
He was up there dancing on him.
bro, basically, yeah, and just beat his ass the whole time. So I was like, oh, it ain't that bad. That's why I was like, okay, if that happens at,
It can happen at any
at
belt.
any belt, it can happen at black belt, it can happen at any belt. It's not that fucking bad.
Yeah.
So say what you were going to say, Rob, because then speaking
Rob.
back to
That's
what
okay.
you were about to say too about that, it can happen to any black belt. You were
Okay.
asking about IBJJF.
Yeah, because they mentioned IBJJF. I was thinking, so what do you guys think? Okay, brand new blue belt he wants, or even a white belt, let's say, first competition. What do you think would be a better path for him to do an IBJJF where he has to do like multiple matches or just a fight to win, or not a fight to win? Let's just say Arte Suave.
I know what you're doing.
No, go ahead.
The
you
one
first.
match.
I'm not a competitor like you are, so I don't know.
Okay, so I'll say this.
So frame it up for the white belts. Maybe they haven't competed. They
Let
don't
me
know the
ask a
difference.
clarifying question. Are you wanting them to get the maximum amount of rounds as possible within a tournament? Or are we wanting them to just go into a single elimination tournament? With the
Just
pressure?
exposure. To
I think
competing,
I think he's asking more along the lines of let's just take 100 people, take 100 brand new guys.
Yeah.
What would the majority get more out of, a single match or a full tournament style?
I would say a grappling industries style or a jiu-jitsu world league where you're able to get multiple rounds within one day within your division. So like with IBJJF, it's a single elimination tournament. So you sign up, they make the bracket. There's per se, you sign up for an open. There's 60 people in your bracket. They make the brackets, and it's single elimination. So if you lose,
You're out.
You're out. That's it. If you're starting off with competing, I don't think those are the best. I think going to like a grappling industries where it's